So here's a question. Construct a plot using a log scale, label the axes, show math, and then it's got these numbers, and these are Star Wars characters. So I've got to make this into a log scale, and I put it here so I can complete this exercise here. Sometimes these kind of problems give the log scale, sometimes you've got to come up with them on your own. It doesn't matter what log scale you use, but why do I use a log scale? Because if I were going to try to plot these numbers as they are, I'd have to plot up to 2,750,000. I'm not going to sit there and make 2,750,000 ticks on a line. That plot would go on and on and on. So logs condense it. The bigger the base of the log, the more it's condensed. So I can see it in a smaller space. So for this one, I'll just do a couple. Log base 10. So for example, the first one would be log base 10 of 1, and whatever that number is. Log base 10 of 330 for Han, whatever that number is. And then I'm going to use log base 4. Because in the Star Wars world, it says, may the Force be with you. So may the 4th be with you. May the 4th is Star Wars Day. So the log base 10 of 1, or in other words, 10 to what power equals 1? It's 0. The log base 4 of 1, in other words, 10 to what power is 1? It's 0. Remember, the log graph, it goes through 1, 0. Unless there's any kind of shifts, it's going to go through 1, 0. So I need the log base 10 of 330 and the log base 4 of 330. And I'm going to find these things using the Desmos calculator. It's about 2.5 for base 10. It's about 4.2 for base 4. So 2.5, 4.2. These are about. So log base 4 of 330 is about 4.2. The log base 10 of 330 is about 2.5. I don't have to get too accurate because I can't be that accurate in my drawing. This is 125,000 for Luke. And that's 5.1 and 8.5. So the log base 10 of 125,000 is 5.1. This is about 8.5, the log base 4. You notice the log base 4 numbers are bigger. It takes a larger power of 4 to get to the same number as a power of 10. So the log base 4 is going to be a less of a condensed scale, more drawn out. It's going to take more room. Yoda, 2,750,000. 2,750,000. Yoda comes out to about 6.4 and about 10.7. 6.4 and 10.7. And then for Anakin, or Annie, aka Darth Vader, gets a Darth Vader breathing, 20,000, comes out to about 4.3 in the powers of 10s and 7.1, 4.3, I'm just rounding 7.1 here. So now I can draw the scales. And you're going to see that the log base 10 one is going to be more condensed. So I'll start here, and I do powers of 10. Here's 10 to the 0 power, 10 to the first, 10 to the second, 10 to the third, 10 to the fourth, 10 to the fifth, 10 to the sixth, and here's 10 to the seventh. So notice for the 10s I've got to go up to about 7 because I'm at 7. My largest number is 6.4. For the log base 4 I'm going to have to go up to 11 because my largest power is 10.7. So Chewie is going to be here. Chewbacca. And then Han is 2.5. Right there. And then Luke is 5.1. Right there. And Yoda is 6.4. There's Yoda. And there's Anakin, 4.3. Anakin. So notice I didn't have to go 2,750,000 points. This is very condensed. Now for the 4, I'm going to have to go all the way to 11. I'm going to use the same distance between tick marks so that you can see the relative difference. This isn't 10 to powers. This is 4 to powers. Because I want you to see the difference in scale on this one. I put arrows on each end because it goes on forever and ever. This is 4 to the 0 power, 4 to the first power, 4 to the second power, 4 to the third, 4 to the fourth, 4 to all these different powers. Each tick mark is 4 times bigger than the last one, whereas in the tens, it's 10 times bigger. So you can see I condensed it a lot more in the tens. All right, so now I've got the same thing. Now try to guess. Notice on the 10 scale, 10 to some power scale, it came out to Chaly. You look at the order. I'm just reading a word, C-H-A-L-Y, Chaly. So I'll let you guess which one it's supposed to, what order those letters will be in the 4 scale. What will it spell out? And then it will be revealed at the end. So Chewy is still 0 because 4 to the 0 power is 1. And Han is 4.2, somewhere around there is Han. And then Luke is 8.5. Way over there is Luke. And then Yoda is 10.7. Yoda. And then Anakin is 7.1. And now it is revealed, at last it is revealed, that the order of the letters is exactly the same. The order is going to be same, and also the relative magnitude is. Notice in the 10 scale, the difference between CH is the largest distance. Same thing here, distance between CH, largest distance. Distance between HA is the second largest. Same thing in the 4 scale. But see how the 4 scale is drawn out, because it takes larger powers of 4 to get to the same number as the powers of 10. So that's why log scales are used to graph certain things, like, for example, earthquake, the magnitude of earthquakes, because it can be shown in a condensed space, 10 to these different powers. But anyway, that's how I plotted this graph using log scales. I did both log base 10 and log base 4. You could do whatever base you want. The smaller the base, the more elongated the graph is going to be, the more space it's going to take, the more tick marks to get to the numbers we need that are needed. So that's it.